Cool part with the API. I mean, it's completely a modern API. Is my camera moving? Weird. Like moved up. Yeah, it is slowly moving up. I gotta tweak that. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about working with the API, the ArcGIS API for JavaScript, doing some queries and stuff like that. Kind of how that can work, different ways to do it. So what I want to do is I've got a basic app up here, and this is using the ArcGIS CLI to create a template app. And maybe I want to do something like integrate the what are we gonna call it? Integrate like the sketch widget to maybe draw a circle, polygon, whatever, and select some features based off of that. I mean, pretty straightforward, but some cool stuff that you can do. So I don't use a sketch widget too often. It's just one of those things that's I don't normally do. Sometimes I get geometries via some other way, so that's why I don't usually use it. But it's super useful in applications that are interactive in some way. All right, so okay, so I got my sketch widget, and let me see, how do I use it? Put a reference. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can see that you can draw with it and do some like redlining utilities, right? It's kind of what it's built for. It even works inside of 3D. So I need to give it a layer. It looks like I need to have a layer built with it, and assuming the layer has to be part of my map too. So I need to update this little method I've got here to handle that. So I'm gonna have a second argument here. It's gonna be a graphics layer. It's gonna be Ezra graphics layer. Okay, I should break some stuff in a second. So sketch is going to be, I kind of don't like the way I did this here now that I'm doing this. Having all the widgets built in here. When this was initially built, I just kind of assumed that widgets would be living this little enclosed space and they wouldn't need to be interacted with. So my bad. So the layers are all getting created in this little file here. So let me go ahead and import. Oh my god. Graphics layer from. Okay, cool. G layer is equal. Doesn't look like it needs to have anything specific. Just needs to be a regular old graphics layer. And we'll add it. Assume I want it. I think if I do this, it should be on top all the time. I think so. Okay, so we've got that. And why is my stuff CSS is all jacked up? All right, I'm going to go ahead and comment out this nonsense here. I didn't pass the layer. All that trouble. Okay, so export G layer. Export it. You know, this kind of like keeping everything inside of the separate modules to handle creating the layer and the map and everything. That kind of works pretty nice when you have a larger app. It's something smaller like this. It's just more of a pain than I like it to be. Because when you do this, the view is returned here. So I was passing the init widgets passing at the view, but I can do this now. I can do init widgets, pass at the view, and the G layer. And everything's all happy, ready to go. Look at that. Ah, so dumb. Dumb mistake, rookie mistake, people. Now, oh yeah, look at that. I can draw in there. Okay, so one thing I want to change because yeah, I've got this untitled layer there. And that's my graphics layer. I could say this to what's the option? Legend enabled, I believe. Yep, it works for the legend too. So I could have either given it the ID, so it wouldn't just say unknown or whatever in there. I'm hiding it because I don't need users to see it. So now I come in here. There we go. Grab it, move it around. Okay. All that so I can get my sketch widget in there because that was just me being dumb. So, okay, let's go back to the sketch widget and let's see what it can do. Okay, let's come back over here. So this is going to return const equals that. And one of the things I get back from this is going to be sketch. So now I can do stuff with the sketch widget in here, right? So let me sketch over here and want some events. So create, and there's a state to the create, so complete. So I get the graphic back, and I want to check the state. If the state is complete, then I know that I'm done drawing, and I can do something with that graphic at that point, right? So I'll do this. Do all the work in here. Sketch.on create, and in here I want the graphic and the state. Now if state is complete, let me just console log do something. All right, so okay, so let's go back here. Clear these log messages out. Circle. Man, that's super easy, right? I mean, come on. So now I got a graphic with some geometry. So I got my graphic in here. And I don't care about the actual, like, there's no attributes to the graphic. It's just a dumb graphic for, like I said, redlining, drawing on the map here. But what I want is that geometry. Look at that. Yes, that geometry type. Polygon. Look at that. Okay. So now what I can do is I want to, before I do this part, let's get the layer view, right? Because, so, now I've explained this in videos before, but basically when you get a layer and you create the visualization for the layer, that's done by something called a layer view in the API, right? So the layer is kind of your data model, and the layer view is responsible for all of the drawing and doing all the cool stuff that you actually see on screen, right? So what I can do here is I want that layer view, and I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to make this an async function in here so I can do some cool async await stuff. Cool part with the API, I mean, it's completely a modern API. Is my camera moving? Here. Like moved up. Yeah, it is slowly moving up. I gotta tweak that. Modern API takes advantage of all the cool JavaScript stuff like async await and everything. Real promises in the API. So you can do this cool async stuff in here. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and say const Layer view is going to be equal to view.when layer view. And it's going to be my feature layer. I'll have to put in the weight up here. Weight, right? Now I can do this sketch create here. What is it going to tell me? I haven't used it yet. So now I can do my listening for the sketch widget, and I can do something with the layer view down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do something. Let me see here. So then what I want to do down here is I want to take that. He's not happy. I got to play with it pretty soon. So let me finish this up. So I want to create a query, and I'm going to take the feature layer, and I can actually create the query object from the layer itself. And what this is going to do, it's going to pre-populate any definition expressions that might be on the layer, filtering or anything like that. And it's going to go ahead and put that into this query object for you, so you don't have to create a new one manually. So I've got my query. I'm going to go ahead and say that the query dot geometry is going to be equal to the graphic geometry. And I don't think I need to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Return geometry. Oh, I'm gonna return centroid. Although I could return centroid on some stuff. That'd be kind of cool, but in this case, it'd probably just be like near the centroid of my current circle, right? Yeah, I don't think I need that. Equal to true. Okay, so we got that. I can do is I'm going to go ahead and use the layer view. I'm not inside an async function here. Let's make this async as well. I mean, heck, make it all async, right? What the hell? Let's get crazy. Let's get wild. Huh? Let's live a little bit, people. Now I can say that I want my... you're going to get back a feature set. And I'm going to say wait layer view dot query features with my query. I'm sorry, doggy. Dude, not happy. So I'm going to log out this feature set now. What happened here? There we go. Okay. Oh, I got extra line. Vim. My Vim stuff don't like that. Sometimes my Vim, like linting and stuff, is much more aggressive than what VS Code does. Grip. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit, and let's do that. All right. So here's my feature set. Here are my features. I got 69 features selected inside the circle. So, okay. So, let's do some other cool stuff here. So, let's come over here. What is this? Statistics definition. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so now, I don't want to just create a query, right? I want to do a little bit more. So let's come over here. And before I create my query, I want to create some stats, right? So let's do a average vacant, right? And that's going to be this object that we're going to create here, which is going to be this sucker here. And actually, technically, I should do this because TypeScript with the API can be a little weird sometimes. There are things it likes and things it does not like, right? So let's go up over here. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's go ahead and import. Oh, geez, that's a long word. Statistics definition from ArcGIS core task support. Just typing. Then you get carpal tunnel over here. Okay, statistics definition. I should probably change my 80 character rule to 120. Actually, yeah, I should do in Vim. Okay, so now what I can do is that this is going to be equal to a new statistics definition. And we do this because TypeScript doesn't like some of the auto casting that's in the API. Doesn't play well because you can't have a different type for a getter from a setter. It kind of sucks, but it's just the way it is. So you need to do new up things like this instead of just relying on auto casting all the time. So let's do on statistics field. It's going to be that vacant field. Oops, someone's here. My other dogs are barking. Not happy. Hey. Oh, they're mad. They're mad. Out statistics field name. Going to be vacant. Let's say average. Right? And statistic type is going to be average. So I'm going to get the average for all the vacant homes that are going to be part of this query. So we're doing a little bit more now, other than just finding the features. Because finding the features is cool. You can highlight them and do stuff with them and whatnot. But you want to be cooler, right? So let's do cool stuff like this. So now query dot out statistics. And you notice I'm going over the documentation probably like you would, because I work with a lot of this stuff every day, yes, but I don't work with everything every day. So I still need to kind of refresh my brain and remind me what it is I should be doing. So I'm not doing this just for you, for the video. I'm doing this because I honestly forget some of this stuff, the details, right? I can't just do it by heart. I'm good, but damn, I don't think I'm that good. Okay, so why doesn't it like that? Let me see here. Average vacant. Did I spell it wrong? What did I do? AVG vacant. What? What? My dog's mad. Oh, it's more linting stuff. It doesn't like spaces around that. I'm like, I didn't spell that wrong. What's the problem? Okay. Sorry about that. Me and Vim having a tough time today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's come over here and let's go ahead and do that circle again. Just because easy to do. Look how fast that was, right? So what's awesome here is the fact that these, we're querying the layer view. The features are already in the browser because we have to draw them. So we have the geometries, we have the graphics, we have the attributes for information needed to draw. So we don't need to go back to the server to do this query. I could run this query against the feature layer and still get the same results, but it could take half a second. It's a round trip. Maybe I'm on a mobile device and I want to kind of limit this chatty application, right? That's what we used to call them all the time, chatty apps. They're making lots of requests back and forth. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's go features. I got one here because I'm doing a statistics now. And the attribute for that statistics is giving me this average. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I can. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, grab it. There you go. And that is the average number of vacant housing inside those selected features, right? I didn't get a count, right? I could probably do that. I could do that too to get a count for the number of features, but let's do this again. So clear this. Let me go square. Let's do a bunch of them. Let's see what happens. Oh, still stupid fast, right? Look at that. Come on, people. You can't really beat that. That's pretty awesome. And an average number of vacant homes within this little, not little, took up the whole middle of the US here. This polygon I drew here, that's the average number of vacant homes in there, right? So you can see here, you can combine the sketch widget with the map data, feature layers, the layer view, do some pretty cool queries and everything. And since the API is fully modern, I mean, it's got promises and async await and everything like that, you could do all this really cool stuff with it. This is it's bugging me. I need to have a little. I can't remember how in Vim to make it do what I want to. Make it automatically do my lint corrections for me. I need to have something run to do that. Anyway, back to the API. It does a lot of really cool stuff. So we just went ahead and combined the sketch widget with the feature layer to do some querying. We did some statistics queries, and now I can run as many stats as I want. I can do the average on half a dozen fields, do the sum on the same fields. I can get back 24 statistics. It would be wicked fast. And then you can start pumping that data into kind of like a chart library, maybe, right? And you've got some charts popping up in your application. That could be something you can do, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's it. I just want to kind of go over how you can work with the sketch widget to do some queries, especially geometry queries. And we covered some of the layer view, the query features, and statistics and things you can do there. I hope you got something out of that, and you can go out and incorporate this in your apps and build some pretty awesome applications so that you can make your users even more awesome. Thanks.